I'm about to open a treasure trove of 54 gripping true crime cases that can fuel your channel for the next 12 months. In this video, I'm handing you the keys to a year-long journey into the world of crime, suspense, and intrigue. Let's get right into it. The Black Dahlia Murder. The unsolved murder of Elizabeth Short, an aspiring actress known for the gruesome way her body was found in Los Angeles. The Zodiac Killer. An unidentified serial killer who taunted the police and media with cryptic letters and remains unidentified. The Manson family murders. Cult leader Charles Manson's followers committed a series of brutal murders, including actress Sharon Tate. The Ted Bundy case. The infamous serial killer and kidnapper who lured victims with his charm and handsome appearance. The JonBenét Ramsey case. The unsolved murder of the 6-year-old beauty queen in her family's Colorado home. The Lizzie Borden case. The trial of Lizzie Borden for the axe murders of her father and stepmother in Fall River, Massachusetts. The Green River Killer. Serial killer Gary Ridgway's crimes in the Pacific Northwest and his eventual capture. The Aileen Wuornos case. The story of the female serial killer who claimed self-defense in the murders of 7 men. The Night Stalker. The Reign of Terror by Richard Ramirez, a serial killer and rapist in California. The Casey Anthony trial. The controversial trial of a mother accused of killing her 2-year-old daughter, Caylee Anthony. The Golden State Killer. Joseph DeAngelo's crimes as a serial rapist and murderer in California and his capture using DNA evidence. The Darlie Routier case. The Texas mother convicted of killing her 2 young sons. The West Memphis 3. The controversial case of 3 teenagers convicted of the murders of 3 young boys in West Memphis, Arkansas. The Jodi Arias trial. The trial of Jodi Arias for the murder of her ex-boyfriend Travis Alexander. The Menendez brothers case. The murder trial of Lyle and Eric Menendez, who killed their wealthy parents. The Unabomber case. The hunt for Theodore Kaczynski, who conducted a nationwide bombing campaign. The Oklahoma City bombing. The domestic terrorist attack on the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building, and the trial of Timothy McVeigh. The Tylenol murders. The unsolved case of cyanide-laced Tylenol capsules that led to deaths in the Chicago area. The Atlanta child murders. The murders of over 20 young African-American children and teenagers in Atlanta, Georgia. The Natalee Holloway case. The disappearance of American teenager Natalee Holloway in Aruba during a high school trip. The DC sniper attacks. The shooting spree by John Allen Muhammad and Lee Boyd Malvo in the Washington, D.C. area. The Gypsy Rose Blanchard case. The murder of Dee Dee Blanchard and the complex story of Munchausen syndrome by proxy. The Heaven's Gate cult. The mass suicide of the Heaven's Gate cult members led by Marshall Applewhite. The BTK killer. The crimes of Dennis Rader, who taunted police and media as the bind, torture, kill killer. The Robert Durst case. The story of real estate heir Robert Durst, suspected of multiple murders. Please hit that subscribe button if you like my channel. The 2001 anthrax attacks. The anthrax attacks in the United States following 9/11, leading to multiple deaths. The Cleveland torso murders. The gruesome murders and dismemberments of unidentified victims in Cleveland. The disappearance of Susan Cox Powell. The disappearance of Susan Powell, a Utah woman whose case involves family tragedy and mystery. The murder of Mary Fagan. The trial and lynching of Leo Frank, a Jewish factory manager accused of killing Mary Fagan. The D.B. Cooper case. The unsolved hijacking and disappearance of D.B. Cooper, who parachuted away with ransom money. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann. The unsolved disappearance of 3-year-old Madeleine McCann in Portugal. The disappearance of Amy Bradley. The mysterious vanishing of Amy Bradley from a cruise ship in the Caribbean. The Axeman of New Orleans. The unsolved case of a serial killer who terrorized New Orleans, leaving a cryptic letter about jazz music. The Boston Strangler. The hunt for the serial killer responsible for a series of murders in the Boston area. The disappearance of Maura Murray. The mysterious vanishing of college student Maura Murray after a car accident in New Hampshire. The Green Man. The story of Raymond Robinson, a severely disfigured man who became an urban legend in Pennsylvania. The Black Widow. Belle Gunness. The Tale of Belle Gunness, a serial killer who lured men to her farm in Indiana. The Co-ed Killer, Edmund Kemper. The crimes of serial killer Edmund Kemper, who targeted young women in California. The Phantom Killer, Texarkana Moonlight Murders. The unsolved murders of young couples in Texarkana, Texas, which inspired the film The Town That Dreaded Sundown. The Brinks Job. The daring armed robbery of the Brinks Armored Car Depot in Boston. The Villisca Axe Murders. The unsolved murders of an entire family in Villisca, Iowa. The murders of the Clutter family. The case that inspired Truman Capote's In Cold Blood, the brutal murders of the Clutter family in Kansas. The Icebox Murders. The unsolved murders of Fred and Edwina Rogers, whose dismembered bodies were found in their refrigerator. The Circleville Letters. The mystery of anonymous, threatening letters sent to residents of Circleville, Ohio. The Oakland County Child Killer. The unsolved murders of young children in Oakland County, Michigan, which remains a haunting cold case. The Gardner Museum Heist. The theft of priceless artwork from the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston, one of the largest unsolved art heists in history. The Boston Marathon Bombing. The terrorist attack during the Boston Marathon, the subsequent manhunt, and the trial. The Colonial Parkway Murders. A series of unsolved double murders along Virginia's Colonial Parkway, known for its eerie and baffling circumstances. The St. Louis Jane Doe Case. The mysterious murder of an unidentified young girl known as Hope or Little Jane Doe in St. Louis, Missouri. The Galapagos Affair. The bizarre tale of a group of European settlers on the Galapagos Islands whose disputes led to disappearances and deaths. The Alpine Manor Murders. The killings of elderly patients at a nursing home in Walker, Michigan by 2 nursing assistants. The Sodder children disappearance. The unexplained disappearance of 5 children in a house fire that raised suspicions of foul play. The Grimes sisters. The mysterious murders of Barbara and Patricia Grimes, teenage sisters who vanished on a trip to a Chicago movie theater. These cases cover a wide range of true crime topics and provide ample material for engaging and informative content on a true crime channel. Remember to conduct thorough research and handle sensitive information with care when creating your content. Please hit that subscribe button if you like my channel. See you next time. Bye bye.